Hello, third grade. It's time for It's Language. It's Language. It's Language. It's language time. Today, we're going to take a look at some sentences that I have listed on the board, and there are a lot of things that are wrong with them, but I know you are a language champion, so please help Miss McWilliams identify the capitalization errors as well as any punctuation errors that may be there. All right, let's start off first. I wonder, Mom, if Jackson is home. I wonder, Mom, if Jackson is home. Well, let's start off first. All sentences begin with a capital letter, so let's capitalize the word I. Did you catch that? How about the ending of that sentence? I wonder if Jackson is home. We are going to need a period. Very good. So let's insert a period here. Now, you may think that we're done with that sentence. However, there are some commas that we need to add in there. In fact, there are 2 commas that go there. Do you know where they go? I wonder, Mom, if Jackson is home. Well, let's see. When do we need to use a comma? Ha 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 ha. Before and after the name of the person you are speaking to in a sentence. So who are we speaking to here? Not Jackson. Who are we speaking to in this sentence? I wonder, Mom. So since we're talking to Mom, we're going to set off Mom with the commas. If Jackson is home. Great. Next sentence. Would you like to call him Carter? Would you like to call him Carter? What's wrong with that sentence? Of course, all sentences begin with a capital letter. 1, 2, 3, capitalize me, please. But how would you end this sentence? The same way you wrote the first one that was a declarative sentence? Not at all. We need a question mark. So we're going to insert that question mark right there. Would you like to call him Carter? Because we're asking someone something. Have you identified who we're talking to? Because remember, we need commas when we're identifying the person that we're speaking to. So we would put that comma right here before Mr. Carter. All right, let's go to the next one. Yes, I sure would. Yes, I sure would. In other words, I would like to call him. So how are we going to begin this sentence? Like all the rest of them, with a capital letter. And you can end this sentence, yes, I sure would. Oh, yeah, I can get excited about calling Carter. Calling Jackson, I'm sorry. So you may think that sentence is done too, but there is something else that's wrong with that sentence. Let's take a look and see. Use a comma, after yes or no at the beginning of a sentence. Well, that sentence that we just read, class, it begins with the word Y-E-S, yes. So therefore, we're going to need to put a comma directly after yes and no at the beginning of a sentence. Now, you could have ended your sentence with a period and would have been just fine. Yes, I sure would. Or you could have been excited like I was. Yes, I sure would. I want to make that call. All right, and last but not least, Mom, he would like to play with me. Mom, he would like to play with me. What's wrong with that sentence? We don't have a capital letter. Of course, you guys are brilliant. If you do this on your next test, you're going to make an A. All right, Mom, he would like to play with me. How do you want to end it? Yeah, insert your period. And who are we talking to? It's Mom. So we insert the comma there. I don't like how that looked. Let's fix that better. Insert a comma after Mom. Sweet. Good job, class. Now, I am going to read to you a sentence. Please tell me the correct kind of sentence and punctuation mark that goes at the end. I want to know the kind of sentence and punctuation mark. So is it declarative, interrogative, imperative, or exclamatory? And does it end with a period, a question mark, or an exclamation point? Ready? Do you hear the crickets, Ashton? Do you hear the crickets, Ashton? That's an interrogative sentence, and it ends with a question mark. I know that crickets make their chirping noise by rubbing their wings together. I know that crickets make their chirping noise by rubbing their wings together. That would definitely be a declarative sentence that ends with a boop, period. Did you know that only male crickets chirp? Did you know that only male crickets chirp? That would be an interrogative sentence as well, and it ends with a question mark. I can't believe how loud they are tonight. I can't believe how loud they are tonight. That would be an exclamatory sentence that ends with an exclamation point. And last but not least, please be quiet so we can enjoy their chirping song. Please be quiet so we can enjoy their chirping song. If I'm telling you, please be quiet, I'm giving you that command, that means that's an imperative sentence and it ends with a period. All right, guys, I want you to take a look at chart 9 here with me today, and we're going to talk about forming plurals. Now, you may remember from yesterday's class that if something is singular, it's only one of them. But if something is plural, that means more than one. And usually when we make a noun plural, we simply add the letter S. For example, we talked about yesterday having sparks, you know, or even having, I think another one that we had on yesterday was crayons. Yeah. And then some of our singular ones were like lamp and uncle and Aunt Julie. Well, today we're going to talk about something a little bit different. And that means that whenever we have a noun that ends with specific letters, like this, CH, SH, S, X, and Z, we add ES. We add ES to make them plural. Can you do an example for us, Mr. Williams? Sure. I'll show you some that simply add S first. For example, we have apple. How do we make apple plural? Well, we just add an S to it. And we've got apples. Snail. One snail or two snails. Just add the S. And then I like an apple pie the best. But I like peach and apple pies. Don't get it twisted. Feel free to bake me one. Alright guys, so you simply added S to form most of your plurals. So all you would do is just add your S. But when a word ends with a CH, or with a double S, or even with an X, we're going to change those up a little bit. And instead of adding S, we add ES to them. For example, church becomes churches with an ES. Mess becomes messes. And last but not least, box becomes boxes. So that is how you make plurals out of words that end with SH, CH, SH, CH, SX, and Z. You have to add the ES. All right, class. Until next time. Toodles.